Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emmy, and you can find me at Emmy Lou Crochets 179. Anyway, long time no see. I haven't made long form content in a hot minute, but I am going to try to get back to it. I have not been completely gone. I make like the shorts and the reels and everything, and I'm more active probably over on Instagram than anywhere else. So if you do want to check out my Instagram, it is at Emmy Lou Crochets 179. But anyway, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not, then welcome back. And I hope you like my content. If you do, I'll put in the shameless plug, like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want down there. It's really appreciated if you do, because one day I would love to just make crochet my full-time job, but right now I just can't do that, even though I am off for the summer because hold on, let me rephrase that. I am now a classroom assistant for one of our local school districts, so I have summers off. So I have been enjoying it with my children and just having fun. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here today and show you guys what I've been working on. So, and I have a really, really cool announcement at the end of this video. So stay tuned. And it's actually not for like, I guess, crocheters. It would be more like for people who would want to buy my plushies, if you're interested in something like that. Anyway, let's get into what I made this. It's been like the last couple weeks, maybe week and a half or two. We'll just say 2 weeks I've made majority of these, and it's not like a lot, but I'll show you guys what I made. So where do I start? Let me start with some new patterns. If you're not new here, you know that I love Snuggle Beans Crochet, and I believe her name is Shannon. She is an excellent designer. I mean, absolutely. Her sploots are the best. So I bought actually the mini pack of her new mini sploots that she came out with. So this is the dragon, and I don't remember what the dragon's name is, but I, like always, will link everything down below that you guys need to know. So I'll put it in a Google Doc because sometimes that's just easier to do. But here is the little dragon, and I kind of made this like based off of, I read the first Fourth Wing book, and Andarna is a gold dragon. So I kind of made this based off of Andarna, which, you know what, I completely forgot to grab my Terran too. But that's okay. I can show him in a later video. He's actually mine, and I will keep him forever. I just love how he turned out. But I can show him later. But anyway, I made Andarna, is what I'm calling her, at least. Even though, as I'm listening to the second book, it's saying her yellow eyes, and I put the blue eyes on her. It's okay. What are you going to do? You know? So, also these eyes, I believe they are, these are kind of big eyes. I want to say they're 34 millimeter eyes that I bought off of Amazon. And I just looked up, I mean, I can link them below too. I looked up snake eyes and dragon eyes, and that is where I got those from. Okay, the next few things that I worked on, which these two are by the same designer, by Fennec Toys, I made a Sully and a Mike Wazowski, which I love these two. These are just adorable. And Fennec Toys is one of my other favorite designers. I'm actually going to show you a picture too, and I'm going to post pictures of some of the things that I made over the past couple weeks that I don't have anymore. I also made by Fennec Toys a strawberry shortcake, which I will post a picture now. Anyway, so I made her as well, but really cute. I made these out of Elise Veluto yarn, and I've just been wanting to make these. I love Monsters, Inc. I love everything Disney and Pixar, so I just felt like making them. The next thing that I made was this little bear, which of course you can tell kind of looks like Winnie the Pooh. But anyway, so he's cute. I made him too. He's just something that I was like, you know what, I saw yellow and red yarn and I said, I'm gonna make a Pooh. Anyway, okay, there's something wrong with me. Anyway, moving on. I do not remember the name of this designer, but I will either post it here or, like I said, I will put a Google Doc down below. But I made this adorable Jellycat inspired bunny, and this is out of Big Twist. Is it still called Big Twist Baby Bear Cozy Cub? Loops and Threads Cozy Cub, whatever it's called, yarn. And I just think this is adorable. So I made that. Getting into one of the bigger makes that I made this week as well. And I love this. This is also one of my favorite designers. Her name is Mom Stitchetti, and I believe her real name is like Alexandra. And wait until I show you this. This was a new release, I believe this week, that she just came out with. And I absolutely love this. This is her fairy. I don't know if she calls it, but it's a fairy doll. And I mean, is she not beautiful? This pattern was so, I saw it and I needed to have it. I'm just like, I had to run to buy this pattern. But anyway, she's very low sew. The only things that you really need to sew on is the wings and the hair and the ears. But other than that, she's just gorgeous. Let me show you her little wings in the back too. So there's two different options to do the like half up, half down, which is this version. You can do an updo with two buns, or you could like do a mixed where you could do the down hair with two buns on top, which I wanted to do, but I ran out of the hair colored yarn. So that's okay. I made this is all made out of Elise Veluto as well. I got in like I ordered a bunch of yarn from Elise Veluto, or I ordered a bunch of yarn from Hobby Shoppy, and I got a bunch of Elise Veluto. So I was like, I'm gonna make some things. So that's why a lot of the things that you see, like the Mike and the Sully, I made out of Elise Veluto. The strawberry shortcake that I showed a picture of earlier, I made out of Elise Veluto. And then this is also made out of Elise Veluto with just glitter eyes. I believe these are, I think they're 30 millimeter glitter eyes, but I mean, she's gorgeous. I fell in love with this pattern, and I will probably make more of these. yeah, so there's that. Now getting into my designs, and getting into what I believe I'm going to title this video too. I made a small army of Ohio State Snoopies. Not only did I make 1, 2, I also made 3, 4. So when I said I made a small army, I did. I made a small army of Snoopies. So I have been working on a Snoopy design, and I think this is going to be it. It's just a sitting version of him, and I mean, I guess I could take his sweater off, but that's okay. This was a custom order for a family member. So she asked me to make 4, I made her a Snoopy already, and she asked me to make 4 more Snoopies for her kids with Ohio State sweaters. So, because they're all Ohio State fans. So I have been working on this Snoopy pattern, which it's just a sitting Snoopy. So I don't know, you guys tell me what you think. If you guys like Snoopy, or if this would be anything that anybody would be interested in. I do have like the pattern written up, but it's not, you know, I kind of have to put more details into it and everything. But anyway, so I made a small army of Ohio State Snoopies, which I absolutely love them. 3 of them I made out of burlap blankets, and 1 because I kept running out of yarn, and you're gonna see the poor little thing. His sweater's a little oversized. This one is out of Elise Velluto, but I believe I still used, I might have used a 6mm hook on this guy. Usually with Elise Velluto, I don't, and I use a 5.5, but I might have used a 6mm on this guy. I might have. Anyway, so I made a small army of Snoopies for my family member. Okay, next thing that is really, really exciting. So, and I don't know if I'm going to come up with a pattern for like, so I know like you can buy patterns for like body types and stuff like that. And I've been kind of like experimenting with different body types, like, or like body style, I should say body styles that I want to use as my own. So I don't know, like I may come up with just like the body style for and like make up a pattern for just the body style for a standing doll. But this is the really cool part. And this is what I haven't said anything on social media yet, but I did make a custom order form. So at this time, if you're not a crocheter and you're interested in buying a plushie off of me, or if you're interested in this doll to be, you know what I mean, in general, I think I am going to start a series on social media, and also like I said, I already have a form out if you're interested in purchasing one of these. Now these are going to be a little higher priced because 1, my dolls are usually higher priced, and 2, I can put more detail into them. So, I mean, I'm not trying to like break anybody's bank if they really did want these. And I'm going to have different size options as well. I'm working on like just the body of the different size options that I'm going to offer, and just take pictures of them and like put them on the form so that you can see. And I'm also going to do something on Instagram and TikTok. Probably make a highlight of how you can order and what body types there are. So I don't want to ramble too much, but I just wanted to introduce this here first. Because like I said, I'm still in the process of doing this, and probably by the time this video comes out, I'll probably be done with the body types in the pictures and stuff. And like I said, I already made like the custom form. I only have it open for 3 spots because I am a mom. I have 2 kids, and my oldest son is on the autism spectrum, and he's nonverbal and he needs a lot of support. So I love doing the crochet. I love crocheting, and I want it to be like my full-time job one day. I really do. And I want to be able to, you know, support financially a little more and everything like that. But anyway, I digress. So when this video comes out, there will be a form if anybody is interested in purchasing one of these dolls. That being said, I am going to start a series where I thought to myself, let me go back. I thought to myself, I want to start a series where I can make dolls that look like my family members. So of course, who am I going to do first? My 2 kids. Then probably my husband. He's going to be easy. He's bald, so I don't even have to do any hair on him. And then maybe myself, like make a whole family, make my family of look-alike dolls or mini-me dolls, or I don't know what I'm going to call them yet. I might call them look-alike dolls. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, I did make 1 doll, and he took me all day to make. I made 1 doll of my oldest son. Excuse me, I'm talking too fast and too long. So I made a doll of my oldest son, the one that is on this autism spectrum, Alex. And I absolutely love this. And I feel like this is the doll, and this is the style that I've always wanted to do. I will post the picture of my son holding this doll, which made me want to cry. I mean, anyway, he's not a big doll person, but like I said, I kind of wanted these for me and just started a new series, and I wanted to make custom dolls for people. So this is let me back up a little bit, custom Alex doll. So I figured I could go into more detail and everything with this. Like this doll, he's not completely done. I want to make more things for him. My son has started wearing noise canceling headphones, so I want to make noise canceling headphones for him. And I wanted to actually make like, my son carries around a Chewy too. We call it his Chewy, but he only likes certain ones. And it's like, it looks like a shark tooth. So I want to make like a little shark tooth necklace Chewy for him too. And of this one out of everything is Premier Basics Chanel, except for the shorts are burnout blanket and a 6mm hook. Now, the shorts are removable. Like you can untie this little, he always wears shorts that have like a tie on the front so that he's not taking them off. You know, I just, it's a phase we're going through right now. Anyway, so I mean, he could easily untie the shorts and whip them off too if he really wanted to. But tie shorts are probably the best that we can do right now. So anyway, so like you can remove the shorts on this doll. Now, I personally would probably make a doll like this one that I could just make the outfit onto the doll. And that would be like a cheaper option. I put in the form like there may be an additional upcharge if you wanted personalized clothes or whatever. Anyway, I'm in absolutely love with this guy. This is what I envisioned me making. So, like I said, the base pattern is mine. I came up with it, and I love this, and I love this idea because I'm sure people do make, you know, loved ones, you know, dolls and everything like that look like them, but I haven't seen that a lot. So, and I know that it's kind of like a risky business because you kind of like, what if the person doesn't like the, you know, whatever detail, but I mean, I'm just going to be like, listen, this is what you're going to get. You know, I can go into more detail, but I'm probably going to have to, like I said, upcharge. And I don't usually do custom orders, but I love making dolls. Dolls are something that I am very passionate about. Don't get me wrong, I love making animals too. Cows, bears. I love dragons. Dragons are like one of my favorite things to do as well. But I don't do a lot of custom orders. People are always like, do you do customs? And I don't. And there's a lot of crocheters out there that you can reach out to that do custom orders. But where I think I would do custom orders, and like I said, I'm very limited. Like I may even take the form down to just 2 orders. But right now I have it at 3, would be dolls. Because I love them. I love dolls. I've been a lover of dolls for years. And this is my son. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna show you the picture again, and you know, it's him. Like, yeah, the hair's kind of more yellow, but he is blonde, you know, and stuff like that. But this is him. And I just love this. I look at this and I smile. And when I took the picture of him with it, I still smile because I'm looking at him with this doll and I'm like, oh my God, it's so cute. Today he went over and he jumped on it. And I was like, get it, boy. He knows that this looks like him. You know, I don't know. It's just, anyway, so I am going to make look-alike dolls that look like, so they look like this basically, and they will look like whoever you want them to. Me personally, as a little girl, I loved American Girl dolls. We were never able to afford one, so I never had one. And you could like make them look like you and everything like that. As a little girl, I would love my mom to purchase me a handmade doll that looks like me. Heck, I'm going to make a doll that looks like the rest of my family, and I probably will get to the one that looks like me as well. So I may look, I mean, and that's probably a little self-centered. That sounded self-centered. I'm sorry, and narcissistic. But anyway, I would have loved as a little girl to have a doll that looked like me. Now, I have 2 boys and they don't really care about dolls, but I do, and I love that I made this, you know, and it looks like him as a little boy. As he gets older, he's not going to look like this anymore. And I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to look at it and say, oh, mommy made this, and this is what you looked like as a little boy, you know, as an 8-year-old boy. So anyway, I'm going to have a couple different sizes, and I've only made one other body type. So I have them like marked as small, medium, large, and jumbo. I don't know. I'm kind of like on the fence of like cutting out one of the sizes and just making, like not doing the jumbo, but I can get jumbo yarn. I don't really know what I'm gonna price them at yet. If you're interested, go look at the form, but we'll see. So this is going to be the small, and this is made out of size 4 Chanel. I believe this is the loops and threads, either skinny Chanel or whatever they called the other one. I can't remember. This a petite pearl, I think is what it was called. Now, I don't know if they're discontinuing this, but I can find skinny Chanel other places. And if they do discontinue it, I will probably make another small size. Like I will take out this size and make the next size up small. So I did make this, and it didn't take me too long to just make the body. And like I said, to me, this is the perfect body. I'm really proud of myself over this one. This is like the perfect standing body, and I'm only going to right now offer them in standing bodies. So anyway, here's the small. The next size up I'm working on right now, and I am using right now like the loops and threads Posh Pearl, or like Posh yarn, or the Kayla's Crafts yarn or Premier Parfait Chunky will be the medium size. This is the large size, which this is a pretty good sized doll. I mean, you can tell next to me that it's a pretty good sized doll. And then I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. But this is my idea right now. I want to make custom dolls for people that look like them, or look like their child, or look like their mom, or look like, you know what I mean? Or me, like I'm thinking more like gifts. Like if for my mom, I could give her this. You know what I mean? Like of her grandchild. Or like give her the doll of me, you know, not that, I mean, would my mom really want a doll of me? Probably. She probably would, because let me tell you, I'm going to keep this forever, and he's going to be safe with me forever. And I'm going to make one of my youngest child too. And I will keep them forever because it looks like them. And I don't know. I love this. And I'm just proud of myself for it. So I will keep you guys updated on the process of this. Like I said, if you are interested in one of these, or you want to follow me on, like I said, I'm going to be more, and I am more active over on Instagram. Not so much TikTok anymore, but I am very active on Instagram, and I usually try to like post a story or whatever once a day. So if you want to follow me along on there, you'll probably see more updates. So anyway, lookalike dolls. This is the next step where I want to take my business, is lookalike dolls. And then I thought to myself, well, if people are ordering them of themselves, there's no copyright strike. So it's of you. You know what I mean? Like, it's of you. It's of your family member, unless you're famous and you have a copyright. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know. So I think this is where I want to take my business. And I know for a fact that I love making dolls anyway, and I will probably make more dolls for my markets and everything like that. But I think this is going to be something that I'm going to market. Now, like I said, I can't do a lot at one time. There's probably going to be like times where I can only do, you know, I'll have to open up custom orders. But anyway, that's it. I've been rambling way too long. I'm going to cut some of this out, and I hope that you all have a great day. Bye. No, really. Bye.